Now let's consider yet another way to solve this problem. So essentially, giving these two numbers A and B, the number of times we can wear different color socks is just the mean of this, the smaller number of A and B. So if we compute that, we can print that. And then the remaining number of times is just the larger of the two numbers, subtract the smaller one, and then divide by 2 using integer division. So we can compute min and max in this way. So this means that we first assume that the mean of the two values is A, and then we check if this guy, if the current mean value is greater than B, then that means B should be the current mean value. So we assign value B to mean AB. So similar logic, we can handle max. So we first assume the max value is A, and if it turns out the current max value is less than B, we assign B to be the max of the two. So we can use this similar logic to compute the mean of a multiple value, for example, ABC. So we can do this, and then we just need to add another if statement. If mean AB greater than C, mean AB equals C. So this allows us to compute the mean of 3 value, and you use more statement, you can compute that of more numbers. So with min and max, we can solve this problem this way. So that's another method. So because min and max, they are used so frequently, most language have functions, predefined functions that you can directly use. So Python has a built-in min and max. So you can use it to compute the mean of 2 value or 3 value or more. Similarly for max. So the Python code I put down here can be viewed as one way of implementing mean of x and y. So if x is less than y, we just return x. Otherwise, we'll return y. So similarly, we can use similar logic to compute the max. If x less than y, we'll return y. Otherwise, we return x. So make sure that you understand this logic. So if you need to implement min and max, you know what to do. Another function that's useful is absolute value. So which can be implemented this way. If x is less than 0, we'll just return negative x, so which will be positive. Otherwise, we'll just return x. So using these functions, we can solve the problem in 2 lines. First line reading the input, and then the second line we print the output by first computing the mean, and then we compute the absolute value of a minus b. So we don't even care which one is larger. So a minus b may be greater than 0, maybe less than 0, but we just take absolute value divided by 2, and that will be correct. So to recap, for this example problem, we showed how to read multiple integers in one line, which will come up quite often in future, and the integer division operator, and showed 3 more built-in functions, min, max, and absolute value. And we submitted code on Codeforces and find the test case that result in errors. And we also shown how to debug by printing. And for programming idioms, we showed how to swap 2 variables and also how to compute the max and min. So encourage you to AC this problem at least once more on a later day, other than your first AC, and try to use a version without using the built-in function. Because at this point, it's important to get this kind of primitive for doing these things very fluent, so that you don't need to even think about it if you need to do them.